Welcome to South East Today. I'm Polly Evans.
I'm Rob Smith.
A boom in the hedgehog population this autumn means an influx of babies like this one brought to our wildlife rescue centres.
Now, wildlife rescue centres in the southeast say they're seeing an influx of young hedgehogs being brought to them at the moment. Hedgehogs on the whole are in serious decline. It's estimated numbers may have dropped by as much as a third since the turn of the century, and while they were once common across the country, there may now be fewer than 1 million left.
But with a diet largely made up of insects, caterpillars and fruit, the warm summer and autumn have been ideal for breeding this year. But now the weather has turned, unusually large numbers are being found in need of help to make it to hibernation. Our environment correspondent Yvette Austin reports.
Intensive care for hedgehogs. There are 95 currently being nursed by staff here at the Wildlife Rescue Ambulance Service near Lewes. Most are young and underweight, born too late in the mild autumn to get big enough to hibernate.
As we go into winter every single year, as soon as that cold weather comes, mum disappears off to hibernate. She has to look after herself. She ends up abandoning that third litter of youngsters. And of course, they really do struggle.
Got this little one. This is Pinky. And he came in at 150 grams.
So the idea is to feed them up?
Yeah, we want to get their weight up as high as possible before we can let them hibernate. We'll keep them nice and warm until their weight's up to sort of 700 grams, where we'll then put them outside where we'll allow them to hibernate.
So what's that, 180?
Yeah, so he's put on 30 grams in the last 6 days, which is quite good for his sort of size.
So far, the hospital has cared for 420 hedgehogs this year. The numbers are up, which is a good sign because nationally, in the long term, hedgehog numbers are falling.
They're so in decline, they have their own preservation society, which has carried out surveys across the country. And they suggest that since 2000, rural populations have declined by more than a half, whilst urban populations have reduced by up to a third.
At this hospital, rescue numbers have been recorded over the past 3 years and a pattern is emerging.
So this is a map of Eastbourne, and you've got some of the newer housing estates which have got open front gardens where hedgehogs can actually get around nice and easily, where you've got good populations, whereas you've got other areas down here, the older Victorian areas where you've got loads of brick walls and fences and the hedgehogs just can't get around.
And there's advice. Any hedgehog seen out during the day should be taken to a rescue centre. Yvette Austin, BBC South East Today, near Lewes.
They are cute, though.
Bless them.
That's it from us for the moment.
I'll be back at 8 o'clock and at 10:30. Hope to see you then.
I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.
Bye.